Hoops Tribe. Asia Wilson has just won MVP for the fourth time. Should I say M'V4? Asia Wilson is the MVP for the 2025 WNBA season, and we all got to witness this. I feel so blessed just to be alive. I saw Asia, I was about to say perform, because when she plays basketball, it's like a performance. I saw Asia Wilson play in Atlanta for the first time last season, and I cried after the game. I kid you not, I was crying to my girlfriend, just telling her I had seen the best player I've ever seen play basketball, and I had good seats. Prime seats. These tickets was like $500. To see the shift, because at the beginning of the season, we have to be real. I know that there are people out there that just diehard fans and they ain't gonna ever come to agreeance with me on this. But to start the season, there was a race to be had. Nafisa Collier, Alyssa Thomas, those two both had great season. Even though I feel like Alyssa Thomas should have gotten more votes for second, there was a race to be had. But post All-Star, Asia was like, yeah. Asia pulled off. Something changed. And it didn't just change in her play, it impacted the team. And that matters. Yes, you can be a great player. We see it happen all the time, especially in the NBA. You got great players everywhere, star players everywhere. But how is the team being impacted? Are you winning? So I was asked the question, do I think that the team's success should impact a player receiving the Defensive Player of the Year award? Because there's a lot of discourse surrounding co-defensive player. And honestly, I understand the co. And I know I'm in the minority here. But when I look at the Minnesota Lynx, and I've watched them throughout the season, Elena Smith plays such a strong part of their defense. And when you look at the position she's in that center, power forward role, she sees everything. So she's the communicator. So she impacts everybody else's defense. And this is the best defense in the league. It has consistently been the best defensive player in the league, defensive team in the league. And I think that deserves an award. Like we can't forget that basketball is a team sport. And I know the competitive nature in us all wants there to only be one, but I get the co in this situation. But make no mistake, Asia Wilson is the most impactful and has been the most impactful individual defensive player in the league, period. Now, there's an argument for Gabby Williams. What about Gabby Williams? I will say that Gabby started off impressingly in the first half of the season. It kind of, not that it died out, I think that she peaked. Because remember, she was trending to break Teresa Witherspoon or tie Teresa Witherspoon's record of averaging 3 steals a game. She was trending in that direction in the first half of the season, but she didn't make that mark. So not to say that it fizzled out, but it relaxed a little. The steals relaxed a little bit. We're looking at Asia Wilson versus Elena Smith's numbers. When I say that the numbers are close, people are like, the numbers aren't close. The numbers are in areas close. There's some numbers that are impressingly Asia Wilson's, like the block category is 2.3. Asia's averaging 2.3 blocks a game to Elena Smith's 1.9. Asia's defensive rating is 96, while Elena Smith's is 96.4. The lower the defensive rating, the better. So Asia has Elena beat by 0.4. The steals per game, Asia is averaging 1.6 steals per game to Elena Smith's 1.3. When we're looking at rebounds, another stat where Asia is just impressingly Asia. She's averaging 5 more rebounds than Elena Smith. So some of the numbers are close, right? I understand it. It can be justified, people. I know. Y'all not going to agree, but that's my take on it. Moving into this series against the Indiana Fever, I'm going to let you know right now. Call me what you want, but don't call me unbiased, because I want the Aces to beat the brakes off of the Indiana Fever. I don't want this thing to be close, clean sweep. I don't even want the Aces in Indiana, period. But since we got to go, let's make this short. Let's keep it short. Keep it short. Wrap this up. Wrap it up then. Send them on. Half of them ain't playing anyway. Send them to Cancun. When we're looking at the X's and O's, I think that this is gonna be a good and physical matchup. Aaliyah Boston has been playing great this season. The way that she's been able to facilitate the ball, I don't think has been talked about enough, but she is what's making this offense go. Aaliyah Boston is the engine of the offense, and Kelsey Mitchell is driving the car, okay? I think that Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Mitchell is still going to eat, but the Aces do have guards that are highly skilled one-on-one defenders, and I think that they're going to make it difficult. But they can't sleep on the backside because Lexi Hull is always moving. She's looking for that corner shot. She's looking for that back door. Odyssey Sims, very skilled. She's been in these moments before. She's going to have that composure for them. But I think that the Aces just have too many weapons at this point. I think that Nalissa Smith has opened up a new era to her career. This is playoff Nalissa. She's going to be back in Indiana. I think that that's going to make her get up even more than what she already has. And she's been producing so seamlessly for this Aces team. This was by far the best move of her career thus far, coming to the Aces team, being able to work with Asia. They're a great duo. And then everything around it is so fleshed out and solid. And this is where they want to be going into to this stretch of the season. Like, this is a well-oiled machine. Like, people are asking who can beat the Minnesota Lynx. I'm saying who can stop the Aces, because I don't see a team bar for bar roster. We put anybody's roster against the Las Vegas Aces, and it doesn't match up. It's just better. It's just better than everybody right now. And I'm standing on that. I'm convinced. And y'all know I tell you how I feel. This season has shown me, as long as Asia Wilson is on the team, never count them out. As long as Jackie Young is on the team, I'm not counting them out. They've shown me that they're going to figure it out. And I put that will and want to against anybody, and they steamrolling through it. This is a championship season for the Aces. And if I'm wrong, man, run this tape back. I want you to. Because, look, listen, I'm 34. I've been wrong a few times. I'm all right with that. It's unfortunate that the Atlanta Dream season ended the way that it did, because they had such a promising roster. But it comes down to habits and breaking old habits. But this is the structure. This is the foundation. They had a hell of a season. They have no reason to be upset. They're so close. And the fact that this group got so close, they tasted it together. And I don't think that big moves are going to be made for the Atlanta Dream team. I think they stick with this core. I've criticized Ron Howard throughout the season, but I know that she's a GOAT. Listen, Ron Howard, once she just breaks the small habits down the stretch of the game with letting things come to her and not trying to force it, that's really it. Because she's so talented, she can do anything. She can literally do anything. And I know that that's hard to manage. You know, next season, I think after working in this season, seeing what she has around her, she's going to watch film back for real. She's going to play some things back, see the team that she has around her, see that everybody else is elevating, and be able to trust that even more. And implement that even more, that unselfishness, and not saying that she's being selfish, just feeling that she has to do it all. And once she's starting to trust everything around her and letting the offense come to them, keeping their composure under pressure, sticking together, because there were some moments down the stretch where I didn't see the togetherness. Once they're able to understand that it's just them locking in for real, keeping their composure, not letting the refs dictate how they're going to play their game. They going to play their game regardless, and the refs, they going to call what they call. And Bree got to I put Bree Jones in first team All Smiles. Listen, she's a happy player. But I think that after she watches the tape back of Aaliyah Boston throwing her to the ground, because that got everybody riled. I'm at home standing up I'm at home, hold on, you in Atlanta. I didn't like that. She could have really hurt Bree. But I hope that Bree watched that film back She get in the gym. She get in the boxing gym. She get a trainer. Not because she about to box, because she needs that dog. She needs that fight in her now. Because she's strong. But sometimes you got to turn that aggressiveness. Aaliyah Boston had to learn that. Aaliyah Boston has built up to what she is right now. This didn't happen overnight. But now that she's got that dog, Aaliyah Boston's a little scary. She a little scary. In the post, you really can't play with her. I hate to say it. I'm letting you know. I'm putting you down. I want the Indiana Fever to get out of this race, but I can't lie. I can't deny what they have over there. They got a little squad of people we know about. Some people we learning about right now. Shay Petty, what? Yeah, she been here before. 17 playoff appearances. Odyssey Sims, like 35 playoff. This might make her 36. Coach White is doing a hell of a job over there. Despite what anybody's saying, Steph White has turned this defense, this Indiana defense, into something that is bothersome, that teams have to prepare for. Remember, they hold the series against the Aces. So we have to think about it. We can't come into this lightly because they can win. They can win. Not denying it. But they shouldn't win if the Aces come and do what they know that they can do. But what are your thoughts, Hoops Tribe? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk hoops.